Hello friends, welcome back to the bench. Thank you very much for joining me. We have another ProArt board from the same customer, Ryan, and AM5 socket replacement. But yesterday I got a message from Ryan saying that the board does not turn on after the socket replacement. Now, has it been? Now the question is it because of the socket? Typically, when the board doesn't boot, AMD boards, if they don't boot at all, right, they don't turn on, don't react to the power button. Typically, that means, well, actually, it can mean a lot of things. But if you don't install the CPU, that's what will happen. The board won't even start, right, without the CPU. Intel boards typically do, but it probably also depends on the kind of board, right, on the model. But AMDs most likely will not boot without the CPU, right? So if some ID pin didn't solder on correctly, that could explain it. But also, we don't know the history of the board. We don't know, did the board work before? Do we know if it worked before? There might be some other issue, right? So I did advise the customer to just check the voltage on the power button, right? Voltage on those pins. If we have like there should be around 3.3 volts on that button. That means the button is being powered. Then I would probably check the power supply or the VCC pin on the SIO, because without SIO it's not gonna turn on. I mean, I think. Again, I don't fix motherboards, so I don't really know. And check the check for short on the vCore, right? Let's do that right now. It is, oh yeah, it is shorted on vCore. But this short, what is it? No, 230, 300. No, this is normal. It's growing. Yeah, this is fine. That is absolutely normal on vCore. So it should be fine. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's replace the socket on this one. I don't know what all this gunk is. What is this? It's kind of like yeah, that's no idea what this is. Hopefully it's not flammable. Maybe I should clean it before. But I don't think it is. Because it kind of feels like some kind of styrofoam, something like that. So, those melt at very low temperatures. So I prefer to remove all that before I start heating it. Alrighty, well, let's hope this one goes better than the last one. Although the last one didn't have any issues, right? The socket sat perfectly fine. Um, there were no problems during the procedure, right? No deformation, no bubbling, no melting, no exploded caps, nothing like that. So let's hope this one just will magically work. Alright, let's get to it. And we are done. Well, it went well. The socket's sitting very nicely, centered, aligned, very clean. As you can see, there's not even a discoloration or anything, because this time I used my thicker compound flux, the thicker viscosity, which is better for VGA work, especially since you're working underneath the top heater. So you kind of warm it up so it becomes more easier to spread, right? Because when it's cold, there's almost no way to squeeze it out of the bottle. But for that reason, it just kind of stays in one place and it's easier to clean for some reason. Kind of counterintuitive, but that's what it is. And it's sitting well, it's clean, every corner is nice and solid. So I call it a success, but we'll see if it works. Previous one didn't, and from what I saw, Ray ordered another service, the same service, also assembled board. If you ordered because you want to try again on the other board, let me know. I'll refund you the majority of it. If you want to try again, I'll try again, but I'm not going to charge you the whole amount. Mainly because I don't think it's the soldering issue. Either from the board was internally damaged through flexing, right? Some, one of the traces just got just broke. It's possible. Or there's something else wrong with the board, not necessarily the socket. But if you want me to try again, I'll try again, no problem. But this one is done and it looks really good. Also the cleanliness of the outside of the socket, right? Not a speck, right? You can't even see that. Yeah, on this one you wouldn't even tell that the socket was replaced. So if it doesn't work, I'm sure you can RMA it, if it's within the RMA period. But it looks perfectly fine. I don't think there would be any problems RMAing it. Alrighty, thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate you, and I shall see you in the next one.